Now I'm living in my boyfriend's parents' attic and I don't know what's going on. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me for episode 1 of Vlogmas. Some people do a whole month during Christmas, they'll do Vlogmas, or I know like Whitney Simmons does 25 days of Whitmas or something like that. But your girl isn't that good at YouTube, so I can't film and edit 25 videos in time. It would take me all year. So instead, we're doing a week long. I'm filming them throughout the month of December, so I have time to edit them. So we'll have a little week long for you. So I decided since December is my birthday month, then what could be more fitting than to do one of the basic bitch however many things I've learned in however many years. Yeah, so we're doing it. And I turned 26, so 26 things I've learned in the past 26 years. As I was writing these down, I was like, wow, I probably should have watched somebody else's to see like things that they do, but I didn't. So we're winging it. We're not really winging it because I have 26 things written down, but these are in no particular order. But these are just things that I've thought of that were things that I've learned that are, I think, beneficial to share with the world. Help us sister out, or a brother. Okay. Number 1, keep an open mind. You've heard this before, but what like really makes me think about this is like when I think about like over the years, like when I was younger, I was like, I'm never gonna get super drunk or do drugs, and people that cheat are, oh my god, how could they ever do that, and blah blah blah, and like I just always like was so like one-sided about everything, and like always saw things from one way, blah blah blah, all this stuff. And you grow up, and I love alcohol, and things happen. Keep an open mind. Like even like now, like I just like am so quick to like try not to judge things. Like obviously I still think cheating is bad, but if you listen to both sides of the stories, there's things, and like I don't know, I've just like learned like things aren't as they seem. Just be open-minded and think about the fact that you don't know both sides of every story, and you know, just try to always put yourself in somebody else's shoes if you do know what they're going through. Stuff like that. Be open. One of the biggest ones. Number 2. Okay, this is the biggest one. I've just began to have a grasp on this in the age of 26. Or 20, like the year that I was 25. I actually think this has been my biggest year. Like the most stuff has happened this year. Yeah, this has been like between 24 and 25, I've grown the most as a human being. 100%. Well, maybe I should have done a vlog on that. I guess we'll talk about it, what I learned. We'll throw it in. We'll incorporate it. Self-love is the most important thing ever. Like I post about this all the time on Instagram. If you're not following me, I don't know what you're doing. Follow me. It changes everything. Like it's not just about like liking the way you look. It changes your confidence in the way that you speak to other people when you're trying to do a job interview, or talking about your business and promoting your own company, or your relationships. Oh my god. I've been dating Kevin for 3.5 years now, and everything is so different now that I'm not so insecure. Like before, I was just like, oh my god, like he's talking to that other girl, she's prettier than me, blah blah blah. No, like just having self-love and self-confidence changes so many things. Like work on it. If you're not there, please work on it. I'm telling you, it changes so much. Okay, I'm gonna try not to make this too lengthy, too ranty. 3, heavyweights are your friends. If you don't know this yet, it's 2018. Where you been? Number 4, it's really okay to have no idea what you're doing. Most of the time, I have no idea what I'm doing. When I decided I was going to start a YouTube channel, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I just learn as I go, and that's what you have to do. Like, you can't just wait until you know everything and do all the research and whatever else. And if you don't know what you want to be when you grow up or when you graduate or anything else, it's okay. Like, that's fine. I think for me, like, I kind of learned that at an early age because my mom had her kids really young and she didn't go to college till she was in her 30s. She didn't know what she wanted to do, and now she's been a nurse for what seems like forever. She's really successful in her career and she loves it. She didn't go to nursing school till her 30s or college at all. So like, it's okay to not know. You'll figure it out as things happen. Like, these past 2 years, I didn't know what I was doing. I got a job in pharmaceuticals and I loved it at first, and then I got laid off and I was like, should I go back? I don't know what to do. Life's gonna happen how it's supposed to anyway, so don't be afraid if you don't know what the hell's going on. Which brings me to number 5. No one else knows what the hell's going on either. You know what I mean? Number 5 is people that look like they have it all together probably don't, or that they have it all or whatever. So if you see this Instagram girl and she just looks like she has the perfect skin and the perfect body and the perfect hair and the perfect family and the perfect relationship and the perfect babies and the perfect job and all the money, I mean, maybe, but probably not. Like, probably not. There's, you know, like, just don't, Instagram's not as it seems, okay? Just because you think that your life's all fucked up and you're like, why is my life not like hers? Her life isn't like hers either, you know what I mean? Number 6, taco seasoning and white cheddar popcorn seasoning will allow you to stick to any diet. They got me through my prep 2 years ago, and they're gonna get me through this next one, and they're amazing. Like, I almost never get tired of ground turkey with taco seasoning, white rice, some corn if I'm allowed, you know, amazing. And if I'm like tired of white rice and I'm having chicken, 0-calorie butter spray, white cheddar popcorn seasoning, cheesy rice, there you go, heaven. It's amazing. Okay, that's a good tip right there. Number 7, take it day by day. Like I said, it's normal not know what the hell you're doing. If you don't know what's gonna come tomorrow, or you're stressed because you get laid off like me and you don't know what the hell's gonna happen, or you started this online business and it's not doing well and you're like, what am I gonna do? I don't have a job and I'm just a waitress and now I'm living in my boyfriend's parents' attic and I don't know what's going on. Just take it day by day. Like, we want to move to California, and my one girlfriend's like, I feel like you're never gonna move there because you guys always talk about it and like you never seem like you're getting any closer to making it happen. I'm like, dude, I don't know. My life changes so much. Every time I think I have a plan, God's like, whoop, curveball, nah bitch, gotcha. No, changed everything up. So take it day by day because odds are everything's about to change anyway. That's how life is. 8. Take care of your skin. God, I wish I knew this when I was younger. Why did it take me 26 years to figure this out? I used fake bake like it was my job. Your girl was a Dorito, okay? But, yeah, I stopped fake baking 2 years ago. And I use, not recently, I'm pale right now, but I usually use self-tanner. I use St. Tropez. But not only, like, fake baking, but, like, at the beach, wear sunscreen every day. If you're not wearing a daily moisturizer that has like SPF in it, you're doing a disservice to yourself, because in like 20 years you're gonna be a wrinkly ass bitch. And I know that there's Botox, but Botox can't fix everything, okay? So wear your sunscreen, moisturize daily, wash your face, get a facial, stop fake baking. That's all I have. Wow, there's like a lot of these. Number 9. People are more worried about themselves than they are about you. And I don't mean that to sound negative. I just mean, like, in the beginning I was like, especially when I first started weightlifting, I was like, oh my god, so-and-so is looking at me in the gym. I don't want to do this exercise. They're going to judge me. What if I'm doing it wrong? They're probably not worried about you. And if they are, if they see you and they're like judging you, then they're probably just mean anyway. And you don't want to be their friend, so who cares? So I just mean, like, don't, like, people are worried about themselves. Like, they're worried about them looking stupid or them feeling fat or ugly or whatever else. You know what I mean? Like, they're not worried about you. So don't be so worried. I said worried a lot. 10. Oh, I literally used to hate hearing this. So in college, I was always, like, dating different guys and whatever else. And I had this girlfriend who was like in this long-term relationship, and she actually might have just gotten engaged around that time. I don't think yet. Anyway, but she had like finally found her love, and she was like, stop looking for love and you'll find it. And people were just saying that to me all the time, and I was like, you guys are so annoying. Like, I'm not looking. Meanwhile, I'm swiping through Tinder and Bumble and looking for guys every time I'm going out. I'm not looking for love. Okay, but I was. But anyway, it was so annoying, but it's so true, because then I went on spring break where you're not looking for a relationship. You're looking for a good week, and that's it. And found Kevin. I knew him before that, but that's where our love happened. Should I do a video on how we met and stuff? Would that be fun? He'd probably hate me if I like try to make him do a video with me. Might do it. 11. It's okay to ask for help. I am the queen of not wanting to ask for help, but I'm telling you, ask for help if you need it. It's okay. Like I said, none of us have it together either. If you need financial help or emotional help, oh my god, if you are going through things mentally, please ask for help, whether it's professional help or phone a friend or anything. And if you're that friend, please fucking pick up the phone and listen. Look for signs. 12. Health and fitness isn't one size fits all. Yeah, like we know this as far as like, oh, my macros don't work for you, your macros don't work for me, blah, blah, but I'm talking about like your fitness journey doesn't have to look the same as everybody else's. Like, competing's not for everybody, lifting heavy's not for everybody, spin class isn't for everybody, like kale isn't for everybody, veganism isn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's so different. Like, I pride myself on being like a hard worker and really pushing myself, and I kind of started to let it get to me because there was this other person who's like just really intense, go hard person, and I kind of, they were never saying anything to me specifically, but just like their posts on Instagram and stuff like that, like kind of started to get to me, like, oh my god, like, am I not hashtag fitness because I drink and I like donuts and I put on fluff in the off season, a lot of fucking fluff, and oh, like, does it make me, like, not hardcore because I use booty bands? Like, no. Health and fitness is not one size fits all. Just because this person thinks that that's the fucking what needs to be done doesn't mean it's what needs to be done, okay? It can be a hot-ass bitch without their things. 13. This, like, really goes with 12. So this will be a short rant. It's okay to like to party and like donuts and like to work out and like to eat healthy. You can like it all. It's okay. My camera keeps going in and out because I move so much. I think it's time for an upgrade. It's getting blurry, sorry. There's no rule that says that you have to like always eat healthy or always go to the gym. Like, yes, it's a lifestyle and it has to be like, not has to be, but like, if you're saying that you're like a fit person, you should be more fit and healthy than not. But it doesn't mean you can't do both. Like, if you're judging me because I like to compete, but I also like to turn up, bad bitch, don't want you here anyway. 14. Experiences over material things. Oh my god. I used to be obsessed. Whenever me and Kevin like we're dating for like a year or two, I was like, oh my god, we're gonna get married. And I was like looking at rings, and I wanted all these really expensive rings, and now I'm like, why? Like, yeah, I do want a nice ring, but I used to want like a 4 carat something ridiculous diamond and all this stuff. Like, why would I want that? It's just a ring that goes on your finger. Like, I'd rather go to Greece. You can go to Greece like 3 times with the amount of money that ring would cost. And like now, like for holidays and birthdays and stuff, like Kevin and I always try to get each other like Groupons for trips or concert tickets or things like that, and like instead of just like, really, I need more clothes like a hole in the head. I am trying to up my fashion game, but who fucking cares at the end of the day? Who cares? Okay. 15. Money doesn't fucking matter, but it really fucking matters. So like, money doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, you can't take it to the grave with you. Worry more about like experiences and being happy and being nice, being a kind person, and like being with your loved ones, stuff like that. But also, money really fucking matters, and you need it to live, and you need it to go to Greece, and you need it to get the Lululemon leggings that you wanted and all that other stuff. So be smart with it. Work hard, save it, don't spend it like I did. Get credit cards because you need a credit score, but don't max them out like I did. Don't be an idiot like I was. I learned the hard way. Money matters, debt is real, and you'll die from it. Not really, kind of, you might, I don't know. Depends if you're like in debt with the mob. 16. My mom is an actual motherfucking superhero. Okay, I started nannying like a month ago, and now I'm just in, like, there's 2 kids, and the one is at elementary school all day, so I basically just watch the other one, who still goes to preschool 3 days a week for a few hours, and it's hard. I'm like, I have to entertain him all the time, and he won't stop pissing himself. I have to make sure I ask him to go to the bathroom because he won't tell me if he has to go. Like, it's hard. And my mom had 3 of us, and she was very young. My mom had 3 kids by the time she was 26. Like, what? How did she do it all? Like, I was in Girl Scouts. I was on 2 cheerleading squads. My brothers were both on several sports. Like, she always made sure we were at practice, we were fed, like, all that. Like, I can't imagine. And there's, like, families in my town that have 10 children. There's 2 families in my town that have 10 children, and I just can't imagine. Superhero. Moms are crazy. 17. This is a really big one that I learned. You can't hold it against someone if they don't think the same way as you. Like, we all are different people. We all are, like, a product of not only our genetics, but also of our environment. So not everybody was raised the same. We don't have the same money mindset. We don't have the same morals, different stuff like that. And you just, like, you can't get mad at someone because they don't think the same as you. Like, there's so many fights now that I'm able to just drop with Kevin because I'm like, he genuinely just doesn't see what I see. Like, for me, it makes sense that I would be really upset about this, but he doesn't understand why I'm upset. It doesn't make sense to him. And I can't be mad. I can try and explain to him why I'm upset and why it means something to me and whatever else, but if he genuinely, like, just doesn't see it how I do, I can't be mad at him for that. Get over the small stuff, people. Wow, it's funny that I just said that because 18 is don't stress things you can't change. There was just so many times in college in particular I just remember crying. I was just stressed about everything. About things that I couldn't change. Like, if you can change it, get to work, change it. If you can't, stop stressing. Like, just the little things that aren't a big deal or things you can't change. Like, I got hit, my car got hit like 3 times in the past 2 years. Like, there's no point in me getting worked up over it. Like, I can't change it. I can't go back in time and make sure my car doesn't get hit. So don't stress over it. Just figure it out. Figure out how you're going to pay for the damage and whatever else and prevent it from happening again. Just, like, why waste the energy? Life goes on. 19. High school popularity doesn't mean shit down the road. I'd been told this in high school, but I didn't care, and I just wish that my posture's bad. I have Kevin's shirt on. It's big. I just cared so much. Like, I remember, like, the one time we had a half day and I didn't get invited to go out for pizza with everybody afterwards. And I don't even think it was on purpose. Like, I told my friends about this, like, years later, and they were like, no, I remember that day. Like, that wasn't on purpose. We just didn't realize that you didn't get the text. But I bawled my eyes out in my bedroom for hours because, like, nobody likes me. Like, I literally had suicidal thoughts because I didn't get invited out for pizza. Meanwhile, like, I was pretty well known. It was a small school. Like, I would say, looking back, I could have been considered, like, popular. Like, it was ridiculous. And it doesn't matter anymore. I only talked to a handful of people, and they were the people that were my friends anyway in high school. And it just doesn't matter at all. Number 20. We're getting there. Okay. The only thing that will cure your hangover is another drink, okay? As you get older, your hangovers get horrendous. So you have to wake up and have another drink. And if you're at the point, but, like, to, like, ease you out of the hangover, you know what I mean? But if you're at the point where you, like, wake up and you're already nauseous and you can't even think about having another drink, there's nothing else. Nothing can help you. You could drink all the Pedialyte you want. You could smoke all the pot you want. You could do whatever, and nothing can help you. You're fucked. Drink all the water. It doesn't matter. You're gonna die. It's gonna be a hangover from hell. I need to work on my winking. Something I didn't learn in 26 years of how to wink. Okay? 21. Your mind will always give out before your body does. This is, like, one thing I always say to my clients when I'm in personal training. Like, you're mentally giving up before you actually physically have to give up. But why? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. You're cheating yourself. Push harder. You can do more. I know it burns and it hurts, but you can do more. 22, dream bigger. I think I'm pretty lucky. I think I've always kind of just been like a big dreamer. Like I just always thought like I could basically do whatever I wanted, and whatever I wanted to do in life, it was going to happen because I was going to put in the work and it was going to happen. So I think I've been kind of lucky. I don't know if I was just like raised like that. I don't know. My parents never like really verbally said that to us, but that's kind of like just always how I've thought. But like you just always need to dream bigger. Like I kind of catch myself sometimes. I have like these small goals and I'm like, why is this my goal? Like it needs to be bigger. I need to put out more of this, make more of that. Like more. Dream bigger, okay? All you're doing is selling yourself short if you don't. 23. This one, I wish that I would have had more people on my team whispering this in my ear in college. There were so many times when I was like, how am I going to pay for my rent? How am I going to pay for my school books? How am I going to pass this class? How am I going to survive basic training? You will get through this. You have survived everything that life has thrown at you thus far. For me, 26 years, I've survived a lot of shit. I mean, like, maybe not as much as some people. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm, like, super experienced, but, like, I've just, like, been through a lot whenever it comes to, like, especially, like, financial things. I was always struggling with money. I was always broken, stressed, and crying, like, on the phone with my mom, like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know what to do. And it all works out. I figure it out every time. I've survived it before. I cried last month about rent and I figured it out. Why am I crying again? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna be okay. Like, just have faith in that. 24. Do what you love. It's as simple as that. I mean, you have to sometimes do things that aren't your passion until you can work towards being able to do your passion. Because for a lot of us, whatever you want to do for, like, it's your passion. Like, you can't just, like, wake up and start making money doing it the next day. So sometimes you have to work a couple jobs until you can get there, but work towards doing something that you love. Like, you hear it all the time on, like, podcasts and in books and whatever else, but, like, it's so true. Like, sometimes people will be like, wow, like, don't you miss, like, you were a pharmaceutical sales rep, you made good money. Like, yeah, I did, especially for, like, being as young as I was. Like, I made pretty good money. It didn't matter. It wasn't like what I wanted to do. Now I make less, I work more, but I'm happier. Truly happier. 25, guys, we're getting close. The only person that you need to be proud of the only person that you need to be proud of you is you. This kind of like goes with like the whole do what you love thing. Like, there's gonna be people that aren't in your corner and they don't believe in what you're doing and they don't think you can make a career out of it, and they don't think you can do it, and this and that. They think you should have a 9-to-5 and whatever else, but who cares? If they're not proud of you, it doesn't matter. You just have to be proud of you. It's really all that matters at the end of the day. Very last thing, number 26, thing that I've learned in 26 years that I find to be super important. Learn to forgive. There were some things from my childhood that I was really struggling with for a long time, and actually a couple of these other things helped me like learn how to forgive. And I used to like pray to God all the time, like, please, like, I truly want to forgive this person for what they did, but just having a really hard time. I didn't know how to get past it. I didn't know, like, I considered going to therapy and all this other stuff because I wanted to forgive this person. I just couldn't. And so I think, like, once I started loving myself more, my heart just became, like, more open, and that's whenever I became more open-minded, and I was like, you know what? This person didn't really understand what they were doing at the time. You know, they were raised a certain way, they were a product of their environment and how they were raised, and not that it makes it okay what they did, but I can understand why. I can kind of wrap my head around, you know, the scenario, why they may have acted that way. And I just said, you know, it's okay. I can't go back and change it. They can't go back and take back what they said and what they did. And that's all there is to it. Just have an open heart and an open mind and forgive, because I literally felt like a weight has been lifted off my chest after I forgave that person. That got kind of deep for these 26 things. I was really trying to think of some things that were more like light and fun and funny, but these were, I don't know, there's things that I thought I had to share with you guys because I've been through them and I've experienced them, and I just wish like there were some of these things that people would have been like saying to me as I was growing up. People that I like really valued it coming from, because you know, you can like read it in a book or have like some even sometimes if your mom tells you like, oh, like cool mom, you know what I mean. But yeah, so there's 26 things that I've learned in 26 years. We'll have a new video tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and turn on the notifications so you know when tomorrow's video is up and lit. I gotta find out what to do with my hands. So for now I'm gonna do this. Bye.